So now Candace and others are coming up with a absolute treasure trove of information and putting out that Charlie just turned down a 150 million or something from someone in Israel or Israel itself. Now, I just seen a video of that Yahoo, whatever his name is, that represents Israel. I think he's a prime minister, denying that Charlie ever was offered that money. Now, you need to look at that. You need to look at that with clean your glasses, wipe the sand out of your eyes, and take a look at that. How many other individuals have responded to what, as of this point, could be deemed internet gossip? Yeah, it may have some texts to back its statement, but I mean, for the most part, it's internet gossip. You have one of the higher ups in the Israeli government responding to it, saying Charlie never got that offer. Doesn't that speak volumes to you? Now, granted, it could be because they could be saying that they responded because we are at a critical moment in peace talks or whatever bullcrap that they're going to try to lay down. See, here's the thing that most people understand is this is how you deal with a con man. The only kryptonite a con man has is the truth, because the truth will never change. The truth doesn't need to be distorted. It doesn't need to be manipulated. It doesn't need to be changed, altered in any facet, because it's the truth. It is what it is. Just like if you jump out of a plane with no parachute at 30,000 feet, you're going to die. That's the truth. It is. If you play with flammable materials near an open flame, an explosion is inevitable. That's the truth. Those are truths that do not change. And why I'm making such a blatant example is that's what the truth is. It is apologetic. It is in your face. It's unwavering. So if what someone is saying isn't truthful, you should be able to tell. The thing is most people in society today have gotten used to the con. The truth seems foreign. That's what's sad, is that everybody is so used to the con job from political entities, foreign nations, Fortune 500 spokesmen, whoever it is, right down to your local drain commissioner. It's all a freaking con job so they can enrich themselves. Who in their right mind would want to go for any political office where there's two facts to political office. One, the actual salary is meager. And I'm not talking about special groups or perks or anything like that. The actual salary is never meager is always meager when you think of this. You are taking a job where it is a 100% certainty that you are not going to be able to make everybody happy. This is something that anybody that has been a manager, supervisor, any type of boss of more than 5 people. If you have 10 people on your roster, you are a absolute anomaly if you make 8 of those 10 people happy and you only have 2 unhappy employees. You are an amazing supervisor, manager, or boss. But here's the little secret. Talk to that boss, supervisor, or manager, and they will tell you that they are not happy. So why? Why else would you take a political appointment? Here's the simple to it. Take it right down to local government. Right where you live, wherever you're listening to this in USA, America, a small township in, we'll call it the Patriot Township, okay? Your Patriot Township has a township supervisor, okay? Now you would think they probably make, I think most of them make somewhere between $5,000 and $20,000 a year to be that township supervisor, okay? Now here's what happens. And this is exactly how simple corruption is, okay? That township supervisor went to school with Joe Bob the landscaper. Well, the township has 10 acres that has to be serviced weekly. Well, the township supervisor doesn't post it, but Joe Bob the landscaper and him stop at the local pub, have a slice of pizza and a pint of beer. And the supervisor says, I don't know how we're going to get this mowed. The guys are busy on this project or that. So it comes up with the innocent idea. Joe Bob the landscaper says, hey, bud, I can help you. Bada boom, bada bing. That's the beginning of corruption right there. That seems innocent enough. It just seems like one high school buddy helping another high school buddy, right? That's where it begins. The proper way to do that, to eliminate corruption, is that township supervisor has to place it in the bidding cycle. And he has to do his due diligence to let every landscaper in the service area acknowledge that there's a bidding process there. Now, if he does that, say there's 10 landscaping companies in the area, and 5 of them place a bid, and then the township supervisor's buddy, Joe Bob the landscaper, is $10 cheaper than the rest of them, that's not giving him a favor. That's using the bidding process to find the most capable and the most reasonably priced individual for the job. But that's not how your township works. And if you dig into it, you will find out that there's a little fucking network of maybe not bribes, maybe favors, we'll call them, going on. I see it in my local township every freaking day. It is crazy just how low people will sell themselves for. And that's how corruption starts. It starts at our local level. By the time they get to state government, they've got a bachelor's degree in how the good old boy corruption network works. And this works for male or female. By the time they take it from the state level and go to the national level, now they've got a master's. Okay? They've got a master's degree in corruption. And knowing now they're starting to get some bodies. They're starting to worry about, is them bodies deep enough, then you get into Senate races. Now you've got a doctorate in this art of backdoor dealings, bribes, and inappropriateness. And that's how our government works. It starts at the local level. So what I'm saying is, yes, the state elections are important. Yes, the national elections are important. But the future of politics starts at your local townships, okay? Your local government, your local school board meetings. These are the people that will eventually be representatives, senators, governors, all of that type stuff. So what I'm saying is, do your due diligence when you are electing your local supervisors, commissioners, any type of politics at your local level. Because in 10 years, the chances are of that person being higher up in the political arena is like 85%. They all have aspirations of going higher. So choose very carefully at your local level, because more than likely that individual will be representing you at the state and federal level. And as always, we want everyone to have a great day.